Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Port Adelaide Rec Centre. I am still Dave Webb, and I'm with Benito Carboni. We'll just step out for the national anthem. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Webb again, and Benito Carboni again. We're putting in a double shift. One down, one to go tonight. It's going to have to go something to follow the ladies' game.
And it will be. You know it will be.
Really interesting throughout the whole night, through the whole first game, just how much the Bearcats obviously wanted it. Starting fives tonight: Rennie, Jefferson, Siganovic, Thomas and Hayward for the Bearcats. And we'll find the Southern Tigers.
That's Max
Kaligiros, Johns, Grimmich, Turnage, and I'm going to let you do that one.
And Isaiah
Omomogu. So we are getting ready. 2018 champions, the Southern Tigers. It'd be interesting to see whether the boys are as proud of this new home court as the girls were.
Well, you have to know that Southern Tigers finished first on the ladder last year, the Bearcats finished second. So you've got the two best teams from last year in the minor rounds. Of course, the Bearcats got knocked out in straight sets. There's a bit of controversy in that. But these are two teams that were also playing for that top seed heading into finals in that final round last year. Southern got the wood, much like their female compatriots did. And it rendered the Bearcats finals over because they lost the straight sets. Southern went on to the grand final, they went on and won. So it's crazy to see how two different paths play out after one match. So,
give me one to watch from the Bearcats, one to watch from the Tigers.
Well, I'm excited to see Brian Jefferson get some minutes, first Premier League minutes, and Shane Hayward as well. I'm giving you two for the Bearcats, but they're two unknown quantities for imports. Now, I read on the internet that Shane Hayward is the best shot blocker in any league he plays in. And that was
Did that come from him?
No.
Is that self-praise?
I think it could have been written by his agent. Who knows?
Does it count if you write it yourself?
Oh, I think it's hockey, but it still counts. But for the Tigers, Anthony Grimmich is a gun. But I'm going to go with Calvin Turnage again, the grand final MVP, an all-round star, finished second in the Woolacott medal count last year. He's just such a good player, and it's so good to see him back. And I haven't even mentioned Sam Johns or Omomogu, who's new this year. He's travelled Europe, he's played college in America. You've got a bunch of quality players, and they're all going to take the court, the brand new court here at the Port Adelaide Recreation
So there are some 36ers out there. We've talked about that before we came on air. There are some 36ers out there. I'm going to say again, thank you very much to our sponsors for making this all possible. State Technics, Networking Computer Solutions, and Acurin, Business and Home Finance Solutions. First broadcast night of the year on Facebook Sports. Can the Bearcats go back to back and win both of them? And we spoke about it before. The crowd in here is absolutely fantastic. What you can see on your screen, the three sides, you're not going to be able to see what's going on up here on the balcony, which feels like it's almost going to be, it's the place to be if you want to come and watch Bearcats basketball.
I feel a bit claustrophobic up here, to be honest. There are so many people backing the rafters up in the grandstands, and it's just going to be a great match. I don't know if I can pick a favourite in this game because Bearcats have recruited well. Southern are the champions. Expect to see Southern get out to an early lead, but I think it could go either way.
So 1 and 2 from last year. Taking up. So it will be an interesting one to see who can come up on top.
To tip off, you've got Max Kaligiros and Hayward. Kaligiros, of course, a lawyer.
We are up and running, and the Bearcats will get first hands on it. So it will be interesting to see how this one starts. The girls' game started at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Tigers will start with an early turnover. Johns will make his way down the court and just look to that low post. Spin move and goes up, but she can't come down with it. And the Bearcats will take it away. Probably a little bit more what we expected from first game of the season. Very, very cages, drives in the paint. And Adelaide.
And you hear the mixed reactions from the crowd there. It's actually a surprise to see Ben Rennie starting for the Bearcats. He's been around the team for a considerable while, and he gets rewarded with a first round start, second round start, but he'll be looking to make the most of it. He's got a good jump shot.
Johns will look to drive, can't find it, throws up a pump fake, doesn't quite get there. Bearcats come down with it, and Rennie will carry away.
Here's Rennie now.
Sorry, that's Rennie, got my numbers wrong. Hayward working inside the paint, tries the little baby sky hook, doesn't quite get it to go. Johns. Just moving it around the perimeter, deep three! It is good!
The Drimmage specialty on show with the first points of the night. Expect to see more of that.
The Southern Tigers supporters over there, throwing up the threes. Hayward looks for the inside pass, turnover. Last year's MVP will go. Doesn't quite get it to go. Nice little reverse layup. Got a little bit of a lane. Nice lead pass, reverse layup, and now they're off and running.
You can see these players leaning into it, starting to warm up, starting to play better basketball, and just quality lineups out there.
Another Tigers ball. It started off, it's a different feeling for this one. A little bit more cagey, no one really wanted to make any mistakes. Tigers ball.
Oimomogu messes up the inbounds, and unfortunate for Isaiah there. Just kind of flipped off his hand, didn't want to pass it off when he did, and it just took it out.
Rennie will bring it across half court. Bearcats really looking for something, and again, just can't quite get there. And Oimomogu rises high. Then will drive, puts it up, nearly. At the alley. Oop was missing. Johns will slow it down. Johns will look baseline. Goes over the top of the block from Hayward. The Tigers starting to look a little bit dangerous. Three. Rattles everything. Rennie will pick up the rebound. Can't quite get the putback points, and the Tigers will come away again.
Look at that from Turnage.
Turnage almost managed to bring it back in, just couldn't quite get that.
Rocking the headband better than anyone else tonight.
Thomas will look in, ask for something, got told no. I did hear a slap.
And Thomas looking flustered early on. He's had 3 calls now not go the way that he's wanted them to, and he's showing it in his emotions. Kaligeros fighting.
And then the putback from Turnage. Kaligeros, like you said, just absolutely battling in a low post.
He's a lawyer by trade, so expect to see some of that.
Inside ball, skyhook, no good. They have got the rebound though. And Ryan flicks on him, young man.
Jane Hayward showing it how it's done after Jefferson's shot. Just rattled around the ring and just didn't want to go in. I swear that end of the court, that ring has not been kind throughout the night.
So and one for Hayward.
Two very similar players in stature in Calvin Turnage and Hayward sharing the number 2.
It's going to be a wonderful battle through the night, you would think. Kicked out. Johns thought about it. Then we'll go to the stripe. Rattles off the iron. Doesn't quite get there.
How good is it hearing the noise off the iron there?
Oh, he knew he was going to hear it. Ciganovic hears it from the travelling faithful.
And Ciganovic, Bearcats Junior, he's made his way back from the QBL, the Queensland Basketball League, to play this season. It's his first year back, and it's not the greatest start for the 24-year-old. Sorry.
Again, we're just seeing huge battles from the low post.
Turnage knows how to make it work.
No quarter asked, no quarter given. Thomas, it will find its way around to Rennie. There's a whistle. See the lawyer come out.
I love it.
Asking for evidence. It's all hearsay.
Hayward just throws his hands up. He's like, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Oh, Ciganovic managed to get open. Couldn't find him though. It's going to come off a Bearcat hand.
That was Rennie, sorry. They do look very similar, Ciganovic and Rennie. Whenever you see Ciganovic, I call him Siggers, because that's the best nickname probably in the competition.
3 ball! And again, the Tigers throw up the freeze on that far side. Bearcats have to come back. Again, looks to just a little bit shaky from the Bearcats. Look to drive, couldn't find an open door. Look to kick out. Nobody's there. Timeout call. Probably suggested to West Adelaide.
They're trailing by 8, 4-12. So West Adelaide only able to put up 4 points in the first 5 minutes. Has not been great offensively from them, but expect to see this match warm up for both sides. As I said, Southern are the champions. They're going to be they're going to be straight on their feet as the whistle blows for the start of the game, and they have been. So this is where we see West come back.
It's just talking about. You can see how animated the coach is. Well, it's just there's just that little bit of, they just can't seem to get that final push through. Well, you see the crowd. The crowd is absolutely fantastic in this rec centre tonight. I'll tell you what West Adelaide have done is they've laid down a marker for the rest of the year. It's looked good, it's sounded good, it's been absolutely fantastic. Just keep an eye on the Facebook pages for the broadcast schedule for this year. When you have a home game, get out there.
Yeah, for sure. And you see the seats at the front there, they've been donated by Odeon Cinema, just in Semaphore, for free of charge. They're so comfortable. It's like you're actually watching a movie, but you're watching Premier League basketball.
I actually sat in one at the weekend to break. My girlfriend's family are all massive Southern Tigers, and my youngest lad, the 9-year-old, has just started his West Adelaide journey. So I'm a little bit torn tonight as to which way I'm going. Johns looks to take on Hayward. Hayward will poke it away. Find Thomas into Rennie, then to Hayward. Hayward looks inside. Nice layup.
From end to end, Shane Hayward showed plenty early.
And Hayward has just seen there's a little bit of feeling here. Looks
like a guy that wants to prove himself. Hayward.
Poked away by Ciganovic.
But it's a great coach battle tonight as well. You've got Corey McLean, the coach of the year, up against Dean Nyberg, the championship coach, and one that a lot of people would argue probably could have earned that coach of the year trophy instead, but it did go to McLean. So you've got 2 great coaches battling tonight.
Great lead pass, couldn't quite get it to go. Will get to the strike though. Just sensing there's a little bit of pent-up aggression in the West Adelaide Bearcats side. Just a couple of the officiating decisions have gone against them. A little bit of bumping and bargain. We got Hayward flexing on them.
It's been tough. Like the Bearcats, of course, they went out a lot sooner than they would have liked last season in the finals, and that's coming from the year before when they won their first championship in 21 years. You can watch a documentary on that. But they've got a chip on their shoulder because they had unfinished business from last year, and with a team like a starting 5 like they have this year, they'll be looking to rectify.
Trimmick's perfect from the line, and again pushing that out to an 8-point lead. Hayward back to the point. Oh, goal.
The basket from Spud, Anthony Spadavecchia.
And there's a whistle.
I think he's gone to the line.
Is he going to the line as well?
It was
not
under
going to the line.
So he gets it at the end as well. So basket counts and they retain possession because the foul was inside. What a way to...
That's a way to cut into a deficit.
What a way to introduce yourself to the starting five, Ben Rennie.
Spadavecchia, what a great name as well.
Affectionately known as Spud.
I would imagine.
But he's much loved character around the Port Adelaide Rec Centre and across the league, to be honest. He's been around for yonks, but everyone knows him as a classy player and a great passer as well.
Rennie hits the extra.
Makes it count.
Now you see that West Adelaide are just looking to try and keep them inside their own court. Johns kicks it up. Thought about it, didn't want it. Then they will go out one more to Juric. Like an assassin from beyond the arc. Now West Adelaide will go. Spud sends it inside, gets the foul, rolls it around.
Jefferson with the and one. Quality. It's just both ends of the court are really heating up now. And this is the match that we were predicting. Jefferson showing his status, of course, out of University of Mary, like his teammate Tom Kubank, but high caliber basketball.
Cannot sink the and one. Drimic will come away with it. Steely-eyed at the moment, Drimic. Johns will take control again. Again they will work in the low post. Works away around. Turnage again will get there. Rennie couldn't quite catch that one up.
Yeah, the pass was a bit long there, but Calvin Turnage, just CJ showing his worth. That's quality, beating 3 defenders up in the post there.
4 early points for Turnage, but Drimic leading the way for the Tigers with 8. Hayward with 6 for the Bearcats so far. Again, they will come out to Johns. Johns looks to move Turnage under the basket, looks for a little bit of space. Trying to do all of that work inside a phone box. It didn't quite come off for them.
And we see Hamish Burns and James Sperrett with their first minutes for Southern.
Thomas is going to look to find an opening, can't find one, will kick it out. Tries to drive, door is closed by the Tigers. Drimic drives hard, kicks it, 3-point land, can't get it to go. They are enjoying going coast to coast, both of these sides. Burns with a wide open look and couldn't quite get it to go. Popular substitution as Dodman comes on.
And Dodman comes on, but also Truslove. That's 2 of the most experienced players. Dodman was retired until 2 weeks ago.
We're not going to try and guess at the number of years experience. He's currently stood in the low post.
And the contact.
It looks like they want to play with each other. Certainly no love lost between those two.
Probably be your favourite matchup. They've marked that on the calendar that they're versing the Bearcats and versing Southern.
And Truslove, will go to the line for 2.
I would say there's probably even contact in there with that.
Certainly a nice little battle between the two of them. 6 the first on. Second one comes off the rim, nearly a chance. Didn't quite get to make it.
Keep an eye out for Trustlove's perimeter. It's not really a jumper, but it's just a stand tall and deliver. It's a beautiful shot to watch.
Dogman thought about it. Drimic twists, turns, inside feed. Johns will go and get it.
Southern will retain that.
Yeah, looks like the Tigers are going to keep it. And the post battle will begin again from Dodman. They'll kick it out. As the clock expires, comes off the rim. Thomas. Dodman. Dodman and Truslove. Oh, it's on for young and old every time they find themselves in the low post.
Paddy Thomas resembling a flight map there though with his pass before he hit that three-pointer.
Bearcats ball. Crowd lifts a little bit.
Deficit just 3 points.
3-point deficit, 16 points to 19 to the Tigers. But I have to be honest, I don't really want to watch the ball. I want to watch this Dodman Trust.
You keep an eye on that. I'll keep it up.
It's still going. Round the outside, Truslove creates a little bit of a screen.
Fabian.
3 points.
Fabian Johnson. That's what he's there for. Yes, the heady youngster can also dunk it. Just keep an eye on him this match. Jimich steps back outside.
Can't quite get there. And will rebound as well, the young man. Spud looking for some space. Comes back out, kicks it out. Thought about it. Then will look into the lane. And one, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the West Adelaide crowd erupts.
Ryan Jefferson showing the Premier League how it's done in his first match here. He's played in Luxembourg most recently, and he's brought the richness from Luxembourg back here in his basketball.
Spins away from Dodman and will go to the strike for one. The back of the rim. Turnage will come away. Hand it off. Spud does well and keeps it in and will get the ball. Bearcats come from everywhere to get around it.
Hot potato.
Did very well, Ahmed Spud. Spadavecchia did not give it up.
Spud running the court now.
Inside ball to Jefferson. Up he goes. Lifting over the top of Turnage. Jefferson's come to party. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Bearcats have managed to turn it around. The West Adelaide crowd told you that they agree with that one.
And Anthony Drivich returning to Port Adelaide Recreation Centre for the first time since these two played each other in the 2017 Grand Final. There's no love lost between Drivich and the Bearcats, and I'll tell you more about that at the break.
Shot clock is gone. Turnover. Can he get there? Oh, he's fouled. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the atmosphere, somebody's just turned the heat up about 10 degrees in here.
Now Hamish Stored to the line.
Jefferson looking to get over the top. Didn't quite get there.
And West Adelaide have turned this around. 10-point scoring streak to them has flipped the switch, and now they're up by 4, although that deficit might cut down.
Stout at the line. Gets his first one. The Dodman versus Truslove battle is still going on down out there. Second one comes off the front. Rennie will come away. Couldn't find his pass though. Intercepted by Drimmage, but West will have the ball. 8 seconds to go. 3 points to difference.
Where does he go here?
Well, I think he was going to try and find Truslove. He was. Then they will find their big shooter, Johnson. Then they will get to the point. Good looking shot, doesn't quite get there. That'll do us for quarter number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Southern Tigers really started to look like they were going to put their stamp on this one. The West Adelaide Bearcats have managed to bring it back. It's been What a quarter of basketball.
Well, I'm proud of myself for picking how it went there. I said West would come back, and they did. But these are two coaches. The strategic battle is obvious, and as you watch it, there's just so much athleticism and quality on display. These are two of the best teams in the competition, and you have to tune in.
There's a bit of feeling as well between these two sides. Obviously 1 and 2 last year, you're saying grand final 2017. So this is a rivalry that's starting to go back a couple of years now. You can see that in Hayward. Hayward flexing on it when he got the and one, which we really like. Keep the technicals in the pocket, please, Mr. and Mrs. Referee. But neither team has really been able to put exactly what they want to do into this game.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it, I think. As they attempt to do it more, you'll see a few switches, a few substitutions. I think if either team can actually get their game going for a period longer than 5 minutes, it's just about win this match, because it's just so back and forth that it could go either way.
Another interesting one, and again, probably, compliments to the coach of the Bearcats. Bearcats just looked a little bit rattled with some of the officiating going on in the first quarter. Looked a little bit rattled with how things are going. Suddenly got a little bit rattled with the opposition as well. It seems like the coach got hold of them, got them back together, settled them down a little bit, and then they were able to come away. Shooting 58% from the field so far. The Southern Tigers 46%, 7 of 15 from the field. So getting there.
Yeah, well, you saw Jefferson comes to party. He hit 6 points late in that term as well. Could have had more, and pretty much. But as you see, Drimich still on the court. He was the Southern's import player. He was their best player in 2017. Up came the grand final, and it was him versus West Adelaide's import at the time, D. Oldham, and it was just unfortunate. Well, Drimich got soundly beaten on the night, and here he is now.
Straight away, Drimich looks for someone, gets it inside. Hard foul. We told him about it as well, young Siganovic.
But as you're saying, Drimich has the chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove himself in this league. Many spectators would have said he cracked under pressure in that grand final with the Tigers, the favoured team to win it. So he's back in the league to prove himself, because he's plays for the Sixers. He's won NBL Rookie of the Year. Most players who do that go on to bigger things from there on out, but he's returned for obviously reasons. That's my take.
It's a good take. Burns, I think, was successful with the first one and the second one as well. So 1 point the difference. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we're going to need to do much mental arithmetic tonight. Siganovic thought about it, pulled up. Johnson sends it to Spud. Let's just call him Spud. Hayward, working the low post. Gets himself a little bit of room. Travel. Smiles about it.
He doesn't look too unhappy, Hayward.
No.
I think he's enjoying playing basketball, to be honest. But Hamish Stord was their starting point guard last season. He started on the bench tonight, so you might see a change there.
Drimich again, kicks it out to Burns. Burns will drive. Denied by Hayward.
There's that block.
That's a Rennie. Oh, Rennie! Round the outside, kicks it out, round the corner to Siganovic!
Singers! Hits it.
It's a West Adelaide turn to throw up the threes. It's a little bit of a screen, looking for a little bit of work, spins around inside, sets it up, gets it to go.
Drimich showing his quality out there.
He's certainly, I mean, the only way he could look more businessman-like if he was wearing a shirt and a tie tonight. He has come to play basketball. Johnson looking for a bit of space. Hayward thinks about it. Step back from the elbow. Missed everything. Only got himself tied up.
Hope Spirit's licensed to carry there.
Drimich asking for the screen. Then will drive. Yoristep puts it up, doesn't get it. Does get the foul. Beautiful stroke from Siganovic. Any youngsters who are watching?
That's how to do it.
That's your form.
We'll slow it down for you. Keep it on tape.
So Drimmich will go to the line.
Drimmich already on 10 points. We could see a big night for the 36ers gun.
This is the first one, much to the pleasure of the fans up here on the balcony. Second one does go. Bearcats will look to come away. Thomas is leading this team tonight, the captain. Finds Johnson, then finds Rennie. Rennie steps back inside, can't get it to go. And the Tigers look now as if they're going to get everything to go through Drimmich.
It looks certainly like it. And no turnage on the court as well at the moment, which dictates things a little bit. Pass.
Inside ball. I don't know whether he got any hands on it. That's close to being a block.
Smart play there from Hamish Stodd.
Well, there you go. A lot of the Bearcats looking around in disbelief as to what was going on, in some words, between some of them.
I don't know if Jefferson was really looking. He was just running and Stodd saw the opportunity and took the block. He caught everyone off guard.
Well, I wasn't looking there. I'll give you that.
CJ Turnage back on.
No, I'm pretty sure it's on purpose, but on the back of their jerseys they have the eye of the tiger.
That's just about their entire logo, the eye of the tiger. They've ditched the tiger and they've just gone with the eye. Audacious floater from Drimmich doesn't fall. And Paddy bringing it up. Almost into trouble.
Gets it though. Drimmich is asking a question. Burns is also asking a question.
Drimmich animated as ever. He does have a fiery streak, Drimmich. But that's what we love about him.
Want. Thomas trying to find his way through. Couldn't quite find a way through. Trying to run through Burns and Drimmich.
The talking's still going on between the pair.
Smiles from Thomas though. We'll find Jefferson. Jefferson drives. Nice ball control. Takes it away. Double clutch layup. Over the top of Turnbridge. Turnage. Baseline.
Oh! Casey
says no. Little fake. Out to the elbow. Has to go high. And the rebound from Hayward. Didn't really get time to celebrate his block as he would have wanted to.
He's proven his point, even if he wrote that himself, that he was the best shot blocker in any league he's in.
Johnson for three! Nailed it!
Fabian Johnson forces the timeout from Dean Nyberg. And we watch it here, this is probably the block. Gee. Shane Hayward.
Yeah, nope. Not tonight, young man.
He didn't even jump that high, he just swats.
It's a horrible moment for Burns where he thinks he's untouched and going on and
fails to account for the one thing that stops him.
Hayward playing one-man volleyball.
Just start calling it spike.
Well, if you've got tickets on yourself, you may as well be good. 31 points to 25, Bearcats way. It's been it's interesting. Again, kind of looking at it, you would feel that the Tigers are the team on top watching the game, but the score isn't telling us that.
Yeah. So the Bearcats are just punishing them on the fast break. They're getting a lot of points from outside and just through the transition play.
Well, fast break points is only four to the Bearcats, 3 to the Tigers. But everything's really, really even. So you would almost feel like a 6-point margin is almost overblown.
But you see that shooting percentage. Bearcats are up at 59%. The Tigers have a much more humble 38, I believe. So that's the difference. Bearcats are scoring on their first shot just about every drive, and that's what's got them a 6-point lead.
Jefferson will send it back into Thomas. Thomas will drive, find Hayward. Hayward had to have 2 goes at it. And we'll get 2.
Sam Johns not too happy with that. of course, the assist leader for 2018's season, and he was in the All-Star 5 as well. Very capable player and has spent time with the 36ers as well. And he's won 2 championships now. He won 2016 and 2018. He's captained both of them.
First one good from Hayward. Second one comes off, but rebound and putback points from the gigantic Patrick Thomas. Out rebounding and working hard underneath the basket.
Biggest man on the court.
Turns it into a 3-point play. Johns is back with us. Looks for a little bit of space. Kicks it out. Then they will come down to Turnage. Off the backboard and in. Jefferson now taking over. Pulls up at the elbow, hits the front iron, goes and gets his own ball. Then we'll feed it inside.
Quality from Fabian Johnson there.
Fabian Johnson in the right place at the right time. The Bearcats starting to push out now to a 9-point lead. Turnage gets it to go.
Through the contact.
How do you control that then? He is falling down as he lets that one go. So Turnage will go to the line.
You talk about just business. Look at his face. No emotion there whatsoever.
Like a Terminator. Turnage can't hit it, but comes off the front of the rim. Another chance to turn this into a 3-point play. Backs him down. Skyhawk over the top. And it is a 3-point play.
The lawyer posting up. That's a 4-point play.
Oh, it is, yeah, because it was an own one. Oh, I'll give you that. Running from the elbow. Gets it to go.
So they've counted the points and they've said it's the Southern Bowl, so just the foul will notch on the player who gave it. Isaiah Omomogu back on the court. He was the captain of the Australia Under-17s team back in his day. Omomogu.
How old is he now?
He's about 24 now. So he went to America, played 4 years at college. His grandfather actually represented Australia at Tokyo in 1964 in men's basketball. So there's a bit of history there. Turnage. Money.
Fadeaway jumper from Turnage is good. Turnage is saying that, you're not getting double figures on us tonight. Turnover. Omomogu got hands on, now has hands up. He's open, he wants it. Not getting it. Jimmy! Driving, loses it.
He got excited.
Gets the foul. Hands on head for Spud. Spud doesn't think he got anywhere near him. I don't think he did either. The fadeaway jumper from Turnage, we'll see it again. Pretty. Jimich will go the line for 2.
You can hear the KFC chants ringing around the stadium.
Yeah, it's the first one.
It's creative.
Well, KFC, isn't it Hungry Jack's?
It is, yeah. And sometimes they've even printed KFC signs. You might see that later on. But they would yell.
Somebody's obviously promised them KFC if someone misses both.
Well, last year they were yelling things like Pizza Hut, Domino's. It was all over the joint.
Oh, the alley's there, and they are finished. Thompson.
What a deft touch from Jefferson there.
Thomas to Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
The president makes it work. Which way is that going? As we see Thomas Jefferson, the founding father, working together.
It's a good call. And the wipers on Pew.
Yeah, hardest working kids in.
And here we go, another.
Just couldn't quite finish it properly.
I'll stop you there. That was Spud passing it to Jefferson. We thought it was Thomas.
Well, we know it's got to happen. We want to see Thomas. We want to see the Thomas Jefferson combination.
We've got the call ready for when it happens.
It's not shake and bake.
Maybe his nickname was Spud Jefferson.
We'll take it. Simic. It's another one. Kids are determined with this KFC thing.
The one day they bring the adults into it, that'll be the day. There's nothing free on offer though, so they probably won't buy in. Thomas with the rebound.
Thomas will find Rennie. Looks like they've got the small package on at the moment, the Bearcats. Jefferson working hard inside. Again, that lovely little low post move and the hook.
Showing some quality inside Jefferson. If he can get us outside game going, he'll be hard to stop.
Yeah, nice jumper. Spud around the outside. Turnage will do well to get away with that. Not quite in bonus yet, so he had one to give.
And the score's still tight. It's arm wrestle here at the Port Adelaide Rec Centre. 42-38 the score.
You've seen the big fella in Truslove come on.
He's back.
Fortunately, no Dodman now.
Dodman will be next up.
He's got to deal with the young lawyer. Truslove wide open, didn't fancy the shot.
Yeah.
Thomas works hard, bunks it in.
On Drimmage, no less.
Johns. Kicks out for three. Looks good.
Oh!
And the foul! Four-point play. Kick out was good, and there was absolutely no doubt as soon as it left his hand. Spadovicia just couldn't quite get there.
But Omomogu, it's in his blood. That's quality basketball, and can he make the most of it? Can we see the elusive four-point play?
Thomas doing everything he can to just freeze him out a little bit. Omomogu looks for 4 points and gets them.
Big play.
That's a way to turn it around a little bit. If you can get a turnover here now as well, they'll even it up. Johnson to Thomas. There's Truslove in the high post, works hard. Truslove will create him a little bit of room. Kicks it out to Johnson for three. Front iron. Omomogu will come away. Truslove nearly managed to poke it away. Actually went to his advantage. Johns with the finger roll. Ties us all up.
John's going down Omomogu Avenue to get that layup. Here's Rennie again.
Rennie gets to the strike, pulls up, jumper, front iron. Truslove kicks it to Johnson. And it will go out to Thomas, to Jefferson. Rennie kicks to Johnson again. Contested three. Omomogu was right in his face.
If you don't do it right once, try again. Fabian Johnson with a massive bucket that bumps their lead back out to three with 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Kick to Johns.
And we're level.
Oh, they put the three right back.
Sammy Johns, 47 apiece. We've got a game on our hands.
To receive the first, we'll just kick it out to Johns. As good as it gets. The Johnson one though, he had Omomogu just literally draped over the top of through it though.
You just need that still face, knowing that you just got to follow through with your technique no matter what's in front of you. It's difficult. It's so much easier to say than actually implement. But what's Corey McLean saying here? Probably just to ride out the half, because Southern are dangerous in these 2 minute stretches.
2 minutes to go in the half, and it's been a pendulum. It's been an absolute pendulum tonight. We'd say that Southern Tigers came out good early on, pegged back and overtaken by the Bearcats, and now Southern Tigers have got back in it. Still 47 points apiece. So all tied up.
A quality encounter. I believe the match we covered last year between West Adelaide and Southern was level at half-time as well. So, although it does say 50 to 47 on there, it is 47 apiece. And
we're all getting away, and it looks like we've got starting fives coming back on as well. And at least for the Southern Tigers, they're back to their starting five.
Yeah.
Mogu asking the question.
Well, he's really warmed into the game, hasn't he?
Didn't get an answer he wanted. Jefferson will inbound. And he manages to get some space. Johnson will find Thomas. Thomas, little hesitation. Johns asks the question.
John's not too happy, but of course Thomas and Johns, they've come through the same age ranks. They know each other's game really well. They were of the same crop. Of course, Paddy did go to college and come back, but he was tipped as the future of West long ago.
Thomas, step back from the elbow, makes it count. So is there a little bit of clock management that goes on from now on? Johns drives inside. Rennie will pick up the foul.
And they're in the bonus too, I believe.
There's a shooting, so it matters not either way. Johns will step to the line for two. First free throws of the night. First one, easy as. There's no wasting of time there, no prep or anything, just stand there and shoot it. Second one good.
The crisp noise of that net.
Thomas.
That's McLean there, yelling. Paddy Thomas.
Thomas, coast to coast. Had the substantial screen from Truslove in front of him. Drimmich. Leaves. Wide open jumper, just couldn't quite get there. Now we've got Thomas Jefferson. And the president gets on one. We knew it was going to come. It had to be a moment.
Put that in your constitution.
Oh, there we go. So Jefferson will go to the line. Didn't quite get there. Turnings will come away. This is to Mogu. Faces up Johnson.
Truslove chasing.
That is a whole lot of human running with you from Truslove.
He was not going to stop there as soon as he got going.
I don't know whether he could have.
Momentum is possible.
Momentum is a thing.
And Mogu was lucky. His legs got caught there. I was a bit concerned.
He's going to wear a whole load of Truslove.
Yeah.
It's a fair amount of area for the ball.
Yeah, they've got to go all the way up to the airborne box up there. But Mogu, for his courage, gets to go to the charity stripe.
Hits the first one.
And of course, the battle between Dodman and Truslove will resume for this final minute.
Not really needed though.
Love to see the Dod.
Truslove to Jefferson. Jefferson will drive at Dodman. Tries the reverse layup. Dodman did very, very well.
Good defense.
Great shot contest.
Truslove back on the ground.
Oh, now he's unhelping. Truslove firing on both sides of the crowd. He thought he had a right to go for the ball. And he's going to send Johns to the line.
And it's unsportsmanlike too. Oh, Johns was calling for it. That's tough on Truslove. But you get what you get with Truslove. The emotions, the quality basketball.
The first one. Now the KFC chance can start. First one is missed. Gets the second one. Kids will go hungry again for another set of free throws.
Half time's nearly here. They can run out.
53-52. Tigers will get the ball. Truslov and Dodman will go at it again. Drimich and Thomas will face up. Truslov with the block and the contest. Gets it over the top. Drimich misses to go. Over the man mountain that is Truslov.
That ball had no right to go in, but it did. Sometimes disrespect doesn't count for anything. And Truslov found that out there. Here he is now.
Low post against Dodman. Fires it across to Johnson. Johnson lets it go. Foul call. He'll visit the line. That is, the coach isn't going to be happy seeing that. Truslov got the first one. Absolutely no right for Drimich to get the second one. Wiped its feet on the way in, but got there.
And Fabian Johnson proving a thorn in Southern Tigers' side. He goes to the line for 3. And we still see Truslov and Dodman on.
1 point down, so this one will bring them level. Off the front of the ring.
Nowhere near it.
Dodman and Truslov in deep conversation together down there. Johnson misses both of them. So far he's got one left to bring the Bearcats level. 29 seconds to go in the first half. Finally gets on.
Here he goes, stored with it.
Bearcats will get another go. Dodman, probably no thoughts of the 3. Out to Drimich.
I've seen Dodman hit a 3.
Drimich will drive, spins around, over the top again. The touch from Drimich.
Just 4 seconds on the clock.
Not long to go. Thomas lets it go.
Oh!
Close for Thomas. So there is going to be a 2-point difference. The way of the Tigers as we enter halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, Benito and I need to just have a seat and a breath. Thanks once again to our sponsors for everything they've done for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Port Adelaide Rec Centre. Thank you to our sponsors, who I forgot the name of for the half-time break, which I apologise previously for. State Technics, Network and Computer Solutions, and Acarin Business and Home Finance Solutions. Now, we are about 25 seconds away from this one. 54 points to 56 at the half with 10-minute quarters. That's NBA scoring. Like, there's no... Like, we're looking at a 100-100 game here.
Yep, it's an unprecedented match, but how much of a privilege is it to be bringing it to everyone across SA and the world? Well, like anyone can tune into this high-caliber match.
And if you are watching it, please just share it, like it, smash those emojis as well. Like if you see something you love, let's see all the hearts on the screen. Look, ask us questions, do what you want, tell us we're rubbish, we don't care, as long as you're talking to us. So, quarter number 3, half number 2. Where do we go from here?
Well, you'd expect them to just go punch for punch, point for point. There's every chance this match is going to end on the final shot, and that's why you need to share it even more. You want people to be able to see this. You want this to be like, whoa, did you see what happened on Friday night in the Premier League? Because it could definitely happen. It's the first round for both of these teams, but they're both playing like they're accustomed to the league, like it was round 18 right now.
Drimmage will pick up a foul very, very early on from Hayward. Loopy pass out to Johns. And they will find room underneath. Kalakaris places the ball down.
The lawyer doesn't argue that point.
The most... It's the slowest I've ever seen anybody give a ball up.
Yeah.
Thomas to Rennie, back to Thomas. Hayward at the line, drives, gets underneath, draws a couple of defenders, looks for somebody, can't get somebody. Travel.
He worked hard there. He just didn't have the avenue open to pass to. They cut off Rennie well. Rennie made that full run and then tried to keep himself open, but Omomogu really shut off the angle, and it forced Jefferson to make a sneaky, or Hayward to make a sneaky step, and the referee saw it.
Turnage. You see that the Tigers really want to control the pace of this at the moment. Just lost the handle on it.
To control the pace, one must first control the ball.
Jefferson to Rennie. Thomas pulls up for 3.
Nothing but net.
Got the underneath of the net, so he missed the air ball. Didn't get paid. Johns, the Turnage. Slips it on Momogu. Then we'll go out to Johns. The Turnage had an opening. Drimmage checks the shot clock. Down to 5. Fadeaway jumper. Doesn't get there.
Sneaky slap away there from Johns, gets the talking to from the referee there. And as you saw before, Turnage could have taken that shot. He's actually a pretty lethal three-point shooter. His percentages last year for the field goal and three-point range were lethal. He had the highest field goal percentage in the league. And as a big guy, that's what you want.
Jefferson rising high, can't quite get there. Hayward tries to keep it in, doesn't manage it. So, unless I'm mistaken, are we scoreless?
You're not mistaken.
Third quarter?
You're not mistaken. It's been 2 minutes. Tension's building. That makes these first points all the more important.
I can't handle it. I feel like I'm watching an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
And unbreakable. We are still scoreless.
It will be a Tigers ball though.
Looks like CJ Turnage's dad is tuning in today.
Oh.
Good on you for watching your son.
Johns working the perimeter. Will send it into Turnage, who'll work on the low post against Jefferson. Goes underneath, reverse. Early one. Very nearly went. But it's going to be a Bearcats ball.
Might have stepped out, not too sure.
If he got that to go, that would have been one of the most spectacular pieces of basketball I've seen in a while. Thomas will carry us across. Take on his number-saken Johns. Send it out to Jefferson. Jefferson gets it back. Taking on Turnage. Backs him down with the hook. Good defense from Turnage.
And we remain scoreless.
Nobody wants to score. Drimich. He will drive. Puts it up. Still doesn't go. Hayward with the rebound.
This is unprecedented for the match so far. Really?
Thomas. Stiganovic. Kicks it out to Rennie, to Thomas. Thinks about it. Finds Jefferson.
There it is.
The founding father works again. And we've had a basket.
It's almost like they founded the second half.
Turnage. Crossed him over. Thomas has managed to get his hand up. Drimich will pick it up. Catch and shoot from three. Doesn't quite get there. Hayward manages to get it. Moga had caught him. That would have been interesting. Thomas will drive.
And it counts.
And one, it counts, and one. Moga doesn't really agree with it.
It's not pleased at all.
See whether he got his feet set. No.
He didn't want the points counted, but you can't do much about it now.
No. It's in the box, young man. Thomas will make his way to the line. His first three throws of the night. This is the first one. On to Johns.
2 points apiece.
58 points to 6 for the Bearcats. Burns pulls up. Finds Caligaris. Into Johns. Euro step inside. Can't quite get there, and Rennie will get a rebound. Rennie will find Hayward. Goes underneath. Little baby hook again. Good for Hayward.
Worked inside.
60 points to 56, and they've just pushed out a cushion again. The Tigers still yet to score in this third quarter. Burns. Turnage. ISO. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. They will get another go though. Shot clock keeps going. Backs him all the way down. Hayward looks to get up. Caligaris finally.
Yeah, off the mark. You saw the Bearcats in the first quarter. They only had 4 points at the 5-minute mark as well. So not unheard of in this match. As the reach-in called on
Jefferson to Hayward. You can see Caligaris every time there's a foul called against him. You can see him wanting to debate it. It's natural.
It's pressed his straight face.
Jefferson to Thomas. Sends it to Rennie. Catch, release. Bang for Rennie.
Crowd favourite Ben Rennie gets on the score sheet for the second half. Imagine if he got going now.
Johns versus Rennie. Gets the screen from Caligaris. Burns. Drives. Kicks out. Then they will go to Turnage. Turnage wants to go. Gets up and over. Can't get it. Hayward gets the rebound. And Thomas will go. Out to Rennie. Johnson pulls up. Inside ball to Hayward.
Nearly.
Thought about it. Very, very nearly got there.
But we're seeing Turnage just trying to collect his thoughts past the halfway line here. I think he knows he might be trying to force it a little bit, because you see he's athletic enough to get past any of these Bearcats players, but just a bit of pressure on him, a few missed shots, and the pressure does start to build a little bit. I'm sure it'll break soon though. He'll get his scoring back on.
Hayward goes to the line. 1 for 3 from the stripe today. Mr. Turnage is over in Michigan. Thank you for tuning in. Stateside viewers. Up the front for the first one for Hayward. Gets the second one. Obviously the call for KFC. Kids don't care where it comes from, they just want KFC.
Exactly.
Turnage. Turnage wants it back, gets it back. Over the top, gets his own rebound. Can't get it away. Hayward versus Turnage. Battle underneath the rim. The Bearcats will come away with it.
And Turnage still can't get that basket for the half. Just looking to get himself off the mark. Trying it all. That offensive rebound was strong, but couldn't put it back in for the points.
Thomas to Jefferson. Over the top to Hayward. Hayward against Dodman. Wants to go inside. Works hard. Dodman. Gets the block. Well done, big fella.
Quite hard. I believe he's a two-time club champion at the Southern Tigers. Been around for a fair while as well.
I think he's unfortunate not to get the ball as Rennie pulls up, doesn't quite get there. Tigers will pull in the rebound. To Drimich. Little give and go, step back. Then into the Dodman! Hayward blocks again. Turn it over though, Burns. Little hesitation move. Manages to kick it out. Travel.
The face Stewart pulls after he gets called for the travel.
I thought Dodman, the beautiful inside pass to Dodman. I think he thought he was good.
You look at the ground he makes up there. That's phenomenal from Hayward.
Closing speed from Hayward is absolutely phenomenal. Thomas. Out to Spud, finds himself a little bit of room into Hayward at the strike. Inside pass didn't work. Thomas throws it up. Gets the foul.
And West making the most of a low-scoring third term. They've put on 10 points. Southern just 2 points. So, and the timeout fairly called by Dean Nyberg. See what happens here.
So the Bearcats 64, the Tigers 58. And again, we just get that feeling of tension that comes back in.
And just to take a look, the Southern Tigers, of course, they lost Greg Mays and Brandon Bryan this season. Greg Mays off to Forestville, Brandon Bryan off to Norwood. They're two quality players. Bryan sunk 6 3-pointers in the grand final last year, and Mays had the dunk of the season as well. So you've got dynamic players lost for the Tigers, but the Bearcats lost a few as well. Tobias Dowdell made the move to North, and James Legan also made the move to Norwood. Legan was a volume 3-point shooter, but he could score when it mattered. He was quite an accumulator, and Dowdell was really physical inside. So quality players that aren't suiting up for these sides, but they seem to fill the gaps pretty superbly, because they've got a quality game of basketball that could still go either way. And these two sides remain evenly matched, as they have been over the past 2 years.
Yeah, and we're going to see the return of Trussler versus Dodman. My favourite thing all night. There he is, Mr. Dodman. I think he thought he had one. I think he was a little bit hard done by as well on the block. I don't think he got any of the ball. I think it was good defence. But anyway, we will go to the strike with Thomas. It's the first one. Pushes that Bearcats lead out a little bit. Can't get the second one, and Dodman strong underneath against Johnson. Sends it out to Drimich. Drimich obviously going to take over tonight. Again. Stowe. Drimich trying to work hard. Kicks it out to Turnage. Turnage under a huge amount of pressure. Can't quite get there. Truslov. Massive under the basket. Johnson sits, waits. To Spud, to Jefferson. Jefferson underneath.
Jefferson making it count when it's mattered. That's 18 points now for the import.
It almost made Turnage feel like he was going for the reverse, and then just pulled up.
Yeah.
Banked it in. Down. Sets everybody off. Steps through.
Not known for his
Everybody
scoring
left
ability.
the feet. Oh!
Heavy. Oh, he's called the offensive. I'd love to see a replay of this.
That is about as big a screen. I think we might get to see it now.
And
he just runs into a huge human being.
to be fair, Truslov leaned into it the slightest bit.
Just a little bit.
He anticipated the screen. But I don't think you can call it. I don't know.
I just love it. I don't think there's many people behind us who agree with that call.
They're upset, but it's
Stout is still going
though.
which I'm surprised. I almost feel like running into a brick wall.
Might see some tape as we head out into the fourth quarter.
Stout sets it up.
He had the easiest shot on the three-point line, ran to the baseline and took a really difficult shot as a
Jefferson driving and gets the foul.
Jefferson again.
Well, cameraman Carl gets a face full of Dodman. Keeps going. Absolute professional is Carl. This will be an interesting shot. Here he comes. That's as good as courtside, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get that anywhere else.
Behind the scenes, good dodge.
That scream. He's anyway, I don't know. I love it. More of it, I say. Jefferson to the stripe. It's the first one. Push the lead out to 8 points again.
And the crowd reasonably quiet, just that hasn't been anything to really spark the noise, except for that scream. But it just feels like it's going to explode, you know what I mean?
There's an air of confidence around the Bearcats crowd. They feel like they should be there.
Oh, what is happening?
It's not going. Jefferson comes away with the rebound. Trussler did just enough.
And he gets cold.
Dodman takes the charge.
Dodman with a big play.
Well, I can't think of the cultural reference. Ivan make basket. Ivan take charge. Dodman, that's absolutely outstanding. Good
the
work.
bloke was retired 2 weeks ago. On the messenger preview for this season, it has his name as key outs, but he's in tonight.
Dodman takes charge. How that one didn't go, I'll never know. And then Dodman, great transition defense. There's a fair amount of sweat down there that the clean-up crew's got to get rid of.
That's now 6 kids on the court. One can't even find a spot to wipe.
Look how happy they are to be out there, though. Got to give a massive shout out to one of the clean-up crew. The young man with Iceman on his back. That kid's got handles. I was watching him play at half-time. Boy, he can play. Turnage to Dodman.
3/4 time.
Stout. Jimich. Fade away! That's all he has to do.
Ice cold. Ice cold from Anthony Jimich.
Thomas drives, kicks it. Johnson, all the time in the world, just can't quite get there. Dodman will win that many battles. Stout.
Thought for a second that Truslov was going to stack him.
Truslov, massive Eurostep from Jimich. Gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Turnage. Turnage will drive. Another kick to Burns. No one willing to pull the trigger. Stout inside to Dodman. Over the top of Truslov, can't quite get there. Spud will calm everybody down now.
50 seconds in the term now.
69 points to 62. The way of the Bearcats. Truslov at the low post. Fires it across to Thomas. Thomas kicks it out. Spud for 3. Nothing.
That would have taken the roof off.
Jimich just wants to take a little bit of wind out of the sails. He looks absolutely spent. What's his minutes for the day?
He's just rolling it between his legs. Anthony Jimich, he's going to drive now.
27.5 minutes to turn it over the top. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, put back points. Spud, 2 seconds to go. Can he pull off? Can he get it off?
Oh! Shot clock
no questions. I don't think it's going to count.
It was athletic from Fabian Johnson, but it's not going to count.
69-64, the way of the Bearcats. So close. We need them lights up backboards.
Yeah, that'll be the next investment here, I'd say. But 2 minutes now until we start the fourth term.
This is Drimich. Just has absolutely no right to score this. Double teamed. Spud and Thomas. Fade away. One leg. Nothing. All net.
Quality game.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't teach that.
And Drimich is stuffing the stat sheet as well. 10 rebounds, 20 points, has a couple of steals as well in there. He's
got the double-double.
And especially when CJ Turnage is having an off night as well. Because those 2 points at the end there were important, but they were his first points for the term because he wasn't having his best quarter. And I think it's going to come to Drimich to really cement these Southern Tigers back in the game. It's a 5-point margin. They have to cut that down as soon as possible, and then we'll be sure to see a great game of basketball.
Well, they talk about the absolute best basketball players, and they have what you would describe as intangibles, and that's what we saw from Drimich right then. It's just, there's absolutely no right for him to be able to score that basket.
Yeah.
He's double teamed, 2 great defenders on him. He has no right at all. That you don't become NBL Rookie of the Year without being able to do it.
Exactly. And I mean, we said earlier he has a chip on his shoulder from 2 seasons ago. He's come to this league to demolish it and just lay a season where all we remember from it was Anthony Drimich was here. And he's got a quarter to go here, but he has a good chance of cementing his name on this match.
So 10 minutes to go. Bearcats shooting 57% from the field. Tigers 41% from the field. Spud will find Jefferson. He'll send it out to Thomas. Catch and release from Thomas. Out to Hayward. Has the time, has the space. Over Dodson. Great inside pass to Dodson. Dodson makes it count.
Dottie.
Spud just pushing it out from underneath the basket.
He's earning his minutes right now, Jordan Dodson. He just keeps scoring. Keeps making big plays when they matter.
Where are his minutes? 9 minutes. Coming up to 10 minutes for the big Dottie. Looking good out there. Been given some big asks as well. He's had to look after Hayward and he's had to look after Jefferson. The man who thought he was retired 2 weeks ago. Thomas, inside ball to Jefferson. Jefferson works hard. Drimich worked even harder. Drimich will come up with the ball.
Great fight shot in there. That's just the start.
Well, that's another fairly long bit of cleaning for the boys to do.
That's a wet patch of Denver,
There they are. There's Iceman in the middle.
Quality ball, you say?
Quality, yeah, had some handles. He was running around at half time.
Sure, we'll see him in the rec centre for years to come.
Sure we will.
I mean, what kid has a shirt that says Iceman?
You've got, like I said, if you're going to have tickets on yourself, you've got to be good.
Yeah.
Stout. Found Burns. That's Turnage. Turnage against Jefferson. Working hard down low. It picks up the foul. I tell you what, Hayward wasn't a million miles away from absolutely spanking that one out of the gym either.
Ooh, he's got 3 blocks at least so far tonight. I mean, it's bold to make a claim as the best blocker in the league before you've even played in it.
3 blocks, 1 steal.
I'd say he's well on his way to actually earning that status. He's got an opponent in Greg Mays. You'll see him later in the year. But crazy stuff.
Turnage misses the first one. I tell you what, if you're going to be a blocker and you're going to work inside as much as he does, it's only on one personal foul. As Turnage hits the second one. It's impressive for a big man who works hard in the paint. Thomas looks to drive on the outside. Kicks it to the Spud. Up to the free throw line, pulls up, jump. Hits the front of the iron. Manages to get it into Jefferson. Jefferson works hard. Banks it in.
Jefferson having a great match against CJ. Really kept him quiet. on offense and on defense, and it could be the deciding matchup. Here's Caligaros.
Burns kicks it, Stout, 3, nowhere near. A much more polite crowd, the West Adelaide crowd, no shouts of air ball from them. Turnage 15 points, 41% from the field. So I thought they kept him quieter than that. It feels like they've kept him quite quiet.
He was strong in the first quarter, and I think he had 12 points at the end of the first quarter, so it's been quiet since.
Thomas to Jefferson, has it poked away by Drimich. Jefferson into the paint, tries that little baby hook again, it doesn't quite get there. It's been a move that's been quite productive for him all night.
Yeah, he's just taken it to the rack over and over again, and Turnage, he's defended well. Jefferson too agile, I guess, for working past him. This is what we want to see.
Drimich versus Thomas. Thomas does very, very well, almost poked away out to the free throw line. He's kept it in again, Spud. His work ethic is brilliant. Then he will send it out! Raise the roof! Alley-oop! Hayward flexes on him. The Spud absolutely happy with it. Put it in the oven, it's a baked potato.
That's incredible. Shane Hayward has arrived. He is here. He is in the Premier League, and you got to come and watch him.
Yeah, find out where West Adelaide are playing next week and go and watch them. Oh, a joy to behold at the moment. That being said, the Tigers have been absolutely fantastic as well. That one won't work, and Hayward in charge underneath the basket as well. Jefferson had time and space, decided he didn't want it. Finds Thomas.
Another basket here for the Bearcats, and that's a double-digit lead. So important basketball.
Johnson, absolutely deadly.
He shot that from the council building out the front, and it's gone in. And a turnover again, Spud, brilliant.
Johnson again. Oh, you thought they had the fast break, they decided against it. The Spud wants to go. Oh!
You know what, I'll take that.
No, again, I think this one, he does get his feet set. There we go. Get up there, son.
What is Caligaros doing, trying to hold him down?
I think he's okay as we get to watch this. We could watch this over and over and over again. Hayward pressing the button for the top floor. Express elevator, no stops.
What is Dean Nyberg now, trailing by 11 points. He's got to reach in deep into his bag of tricks to get this out. I want to see more of Sam Johns. The guy can run the court just as well as anyone else in that Southern team, and he knows how to get to the rack. He knows how to hit a field goal. His decision making is of an elite level. That's why we've seen him in 36's colours multiple years.
It in slow motion. It's absolutely perfect. The hardest thing will be the placement of that pass, and it's easy for Hayward.
And he's done it in full stride as well, Spud. He's sprinting and tossing it up with the deftest of flicks, and it's Hayward. I like that reaction.
Honestly,
it's just another day.
You sit back and let the pictures do the talking. That's absolutely fantastic.
Turnage glistening there.
I tell you what, the founding father at this point, take note, ladies and gentlemen, they want to go one better.
Spud and Jefferson, Spud and Hayward. What do you call that? Spud Hayward. Sounds like a name. But here's Omamogu.
Omamogu will take charge. The Spud is playing with that. Oh, they tried it.
It was too static in there.
Caligaris, there was no way he was getting up. He would want one back because Caligaris had his poster moment tonight. Thomas. Drives hard, backs up, then will go in, spins around, gets the foul. Couldn't get it to go though.
4 points for West Adelaide. They are stretching this lead out to near breaking point for the Southern Tigers.
So it is a double digit. I think the crowd just lift a little bit because Drimmich has exited.
Is he? Drimmich has fouled out.
I don't know whether he did
That's
foul
it.
out. I think
5 fouls, Anthony Drimmich.
so. That's him done for the day.
I believe so.
Thomas will find the first one.
Another one in foul trouble is Sam Johns actually. So, and also Isaiah Omomogu on 4 fouls as well. So
just looking at the Bearcats, they're all okay.
Except, yeah.
Turnage does well, goes over the top of Hayward. And Hayward, the defence from Hayward.
Even with the defence, that has every right to go in. It's just not working out for CJ tonight.
Thomas gets it back. Jefferson drives, doesn't get it to go. Turnage rebounds underneath. Salagaris will just try and find a little bit of room. Johns, who you asked for, you've got him. Drives. Gets the foul. Not much agreement.
He just looks a bit slow tonight, Johns. I'm sure he'll bounce back, but just an off night for a few key Southern players. Players that were key to their championship triumph last year as well.
A long drive up from the south all the way up here. Good players though, you wouldn't have think that would matter. Burns pulls up, can't get it to go. Thomas.
You can spend a day trip up here. There's a few nice places around Port Adelaide now.
Some lovely places. 3-on-3 court being set up over the road at the granary, I think, at the big mill house.
Yeah, that's correct.
3-on-3 stuff happening tomorrow. Up at Port Adelaide. Jefferson spins, rolls it. Touches every single bit of the backboard it could before dropping in.
That's a home ring right there.
81 points to 67. The Bearcats really starting to just put on the pressure. Turnage again against Jefferson.
All right, that's better.
And the foul.
And the points.
And one. That is one hell of a finish from Turnage.
Well, it actually came off the Bearcats player and in, but I think it was going to go in anyway. We'll see the replay.
Yeah, so the and one for Turnage. I mean, there's plenty of time left. Problem is that the Tigers look a little bit defeated at the moment.
Certainly so, and without Drimmich, who was their best player in the first 3 quarters, makes the situation a bit tougher, but they've got a deep squad. They've got about 8 players who could do a job on any given day. So,
and one is good. Changes. The return of Siganovic. I haven't really called his name at all in the second half. Big outlet pass to Johnson. Johnson didn't want it, gives it back to Thomas. Thomas will drive against Turnage. Just a little bit too strong. Too many wheat picks in the morning. Johns will go hard at Siganovic. Kicks it. Then the inside ball to Hayward again.
Prosecutes the lawyer. Shane
puts it up. Oh!
And the lawyer fights back.
Not sure how legal that was. Calagaris looks stony faced as he walks away.
Under the table.
If you look around the little battles that have happened today, you've had Thomas versus Jones. You would say Thomas has won that one.
Yeah.
You've had Jefferson versus Turnage. You would say that Jefferson's won that one. You've had Hayward versus Calagaris, and Hayward probably has got the biscuits on that one as well. And I think that's where the big difference has been for the West Adelaide Bearcats tonight. Siganovic to Johnson. Johnson. Oh, puts him on skates. Does it go?
Was that James Harden out there? I saw the double foot step there.
Did he get fouled again on a 3-point shot?
He did. Look at this. Look at this.
Have we got
back again. I don't know if that's legal in the Premier League, but I rate it.
He's happy. He has done the little double step back. So 3. Last time round he got 1 of the 3. And again, do you know what I think the problem is with him? You need to move the basket further away.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like shooting this close.
I mean, the double step back, that's basically indefensible. If you can get 2 steps back, there's no defender that can reach that far without stumbling forward and fouling you. It's such a
that one away.
One of those skills that has actually revolutionised basketball. We'll see that unfold in future years, I'm sure.
Omomogu will work hard. There's Thomas to deal with. Johns renews his battle with Johnson. Galagaris tries to give the screen. Johnson, good shot defense, gets underneath. Hayward hasn't stolen away by Thomas.
Well, Fabian Johnson's been on defense, not Johns, this whole quarter just about when he's been on. He's done a stellar job. He's really played his role perfectly, Fabian, making the 3-pointers when it counts, just getting active and being in it.
That's to Saganovic, wide open. Couldn't close him down quick enough. Saganovic will add to that lead. 15-point lead now. Turnage, little hesitation. You're a step back. God, just won't go, and Hayward wins the battle under the ring again. Wondering what his rebound numbers are at the moment. 10 rebounds, 9 defensive, 1 offensive rebound for Hayward. Kicked out to Thomas.
Oh, that's massive. That is massive. Patrick Thomas has just sealed the deal. Put a little cherry on the top.
We talked about how it had gone a bit quiet. Mr. Thomas decided he was going to add some atmosphere to this one. Galagaris sits back, can't get it. Hayward goes again.
Oh,
round it goes. Tigers are in danger of just imploding a little bit. Saganovic thought about it. Hayward fancies to go at point guard.
Here's Paddy again. Surely he can't do it twice.
There is a feeling around the Port Adelaide Rec Centre, a feeling of confidence, a swagger. I mean, he's got absolutely no right. He's gone from the MG Plasterers side.
Well, it's ridiculous. Oh, 190 centimetres of Paddy Thomas. He's given up 10, 15 centimetres on these bigger blokes. But the one thing that Southern don't have is, they struggle with some of their guards. They give up height. Like Hamish Dodd, Hamish Burns, I'd say they don't have that height, and it's cost them sometimes.
Burns from the elbow. Again, can't get it to go. Smith just a little bit too strong underneath.
18-point lead now for the West Adelaide Bearcats. Say that's just about.
Are we in bonus now as well?
Looks like it. A mighty second half from the Bearcats though. Just up the ante on defense. Just stop the scoring from Turnage and Scrimmage to an extent as well, even though he makes some ridiculous shots. But just the defenses really shut out a lot of their bit-part players as well. And it's costing them a long run.
18 points, their biggest lead of the night. Could potentially be 20 points at the end of this rotation as we see Volk come into the wholesale changes, I think, for West Adelaide.
That one's Lockie Hoff. Hoff? Call him the Hoff.
Hoff. Don't hassle the Hoff.
Don't hassle the Hoff.
Hayward. Nails the first one.
The Bearcats fans that have been around a while, there's a fair bit of Harold Ridgway in Shane Hayward tonight. His stutter, his personality, his persona.
Went the long way around, but went in.
And I don't think it'll count because Hayward stepped over the line.
Yeah, wholesale changes for the Bearcats as Bowser will come in as well. Yeah, but that you would think is the coach of the Bearcats putting the cue in the rack. I think we're seeing the...
Look at the hair on Lucas Volk tonight. If we get a camera shot on that.
Very much like the Vikings.
It's just, I just rate the mullet there. that called a skullet when it's like shaved on top and then the mullet at the back?
It's a super mullet. It's a mullet on steroids, that thing.
There's a fair bit of energy on that as we see it in full view tonight. Volk's actually a pretty strong three-point shooter, but didn't get many minutes tonight, but I'm sure we've seen him at some stage this year. He's a good player.
First time misses.
Ogomogu showed glimpses tonight. Just hasn't quite strung it together.
Second one is good. Again, not necessarily that the Tigers have played badly. The West Adelaide Bearcats have come out to defend this court
That was Chuslove there.
Gets his own rebound and gets the foul.
Lockie Hoff takes it to the line. The foul by Tim Smythe. And yeah, no, I've been super impressed by the Bearcats tonight. 2 20-point wins it'll look like, and they've really made a statement against the defending champions as well in their first match. I think it'll shock the league to an extent.
It is very early in the season. Second one doesn't go either. Do not count your chickens. But as far as tonight goes, it has been an incredibly impressive performance.
Here's Hoff.
Almost lost the handle, gets it back. Sends it out to Bowler, out to Volk. Ready for three, not off. Mogu will pick up and take over from the point guard position now. Oh, would have been lucky. Would have been incredible if he got that one in.
It's really, I've said it earlier tonight, but it's really good to see Ben Rennie take the step up. Usually, like last season, this was the five he was playing with. He was playing with the players who get a bit less of an opportunity. He was on the fringe, to be fair. And he started tonight, and he actually played well. His stat line isn't something you call home about, but 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He looked at home.
He was in a supporting role tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's done that role very, very well.
Ooh.
Mogu is going to get another go from the line.
Love the energy from him.
Jefferson, 22 rebounds, 52% from the field, 10 from 19.
22 rebounds.
22 points, sorry. 52% from the field. 7 rebounds, 2 assists.
I'm just looking at that block count. Shane Hayward, 4 blocks tonight.
Was it a block party at the rec centre tonight? If we look on the other side, Drimmage, 20 points, 40% from the field. 10 rebounds, 1 assist. He was kept quiet, and 20 points is a quiet night for Drimmage. Fouled out as well. Mogu just can't quite get his rhythm going.
Spadavecchia, I always like the stat line that has more assists than points, and he's had 6 assists and 2 points. So, quality game from him. If he can keep up a 6 assists per game statistic, he'll lead the competition for sure.
Rennie will send it to Bowler. Bowler loses the handle again. Shot clock down to 6. The Tigers will come away with it.
Spirit holding it.
Shot clock has gone.
Ogomogu might give it one more go, I'd say. It's Adcock, first handle of the night.
Well, there you go. Welcome to the game, young man. 6.5 seconds to go. Volk probably will see this one out. And West Adelaide Bearcats will do the double at the Port Adelaide. They will do the double at the Port Adelaide Rec Centre tonight. The crowd gets on its feet, welcomes them home for 2019. Brand new court,
what a
brand new painting. Win the women's, win the men's. 20-point victories in both games. It doesn't get much better than that.
The Bearcats will be stoked with tonight's result. Corey McLean will be telling them we're in this, we're in the hunt. We're going to get our second championship in 3 years, because this is a team that fought valiantly. They were trailing Southern early on, and they just fought back. They took them toe to toe, and then when they got the upper hand, they held it out until the end. And that's how a championship team plays. I know I'm saying it early, but they're right up there in the hunt for it.
Thank you once again to our sponsors, State Technics, Network and Computer Solutions, and Acarid Business and Home Finance Solutions. Thank you very much. We will be back with you in a couple of weeks. Have a look on Facebook for the schedule.
I believe it's up at Starplex, Centrals versus perhaps South Adelaide. Don't quote me.
We don't know. We'll find out. Keep an eye on Facebook. Honestly, if you watch this afterwards, if you watch this during the week, please like and share it. The way that we get this out there and we get to see the wonderful battles like fantastic, and the likes of Jefferson and Hayward and everyone we've seen tonight. Drimich was really good and just kept to 20 points. Ladies and gentlemen, we will leave you with the celebration from the Bearcats. My name has been Dave Webber. I was joined by Benito Carboni.
It's a privilege.
Thank you very much and good night.